Hello everyone, I'm Kate Morales from BSB8QC and I am the first reporter of Chapter 9, Personal Selling, Relationship Building, and Sales Management. Involve direct relationship between the seller and the prospect or customer as a two-way flow of communication between a potential buyer and salesperson. Personal selling is a face-to-face sales technique in which a salesperson uses interpersonal skills to persuade a customer to purchase a specific product. Getting a customer to buy a product is not always the goal of personal selling. Customers are frequently approached in this manner by businesses to inform or make them aware of their new product. Example ng personal selling ay yung mga nagbebenta ng mga inspired na pabango na oil-based or mga beauty products or skincare gaya ng mga Rejuve na nabibili sa online seller or sa mga Robinson, sa palengke, ganyan, kung meron silang physical store. A customer can get an advice on how to apply the product. Example, yung sa Rejuve. Tinuturo nila sa atin kung paano gamitin ito at kung gaano natin katagal pwede natin ito gamitin. Kasi diba yung Rejuve, usually 1 month lang siyang pwedeng gamitin. Personal selling, pwede itong indoor, pwede rin outdoor. Usually, mas mahal ang product na personal selling kasi syempre kailangan tumubo ng mga seller. Decide to accomplish 3 tasks. First, identify the potential buyer's needs. Salesperson have direct interaction with their prospects. And through communicating with them, they get to create ideas that are according to the customer's needs. Dito aalamin natin kung anong needs ng mga buyers mo. For example, nagtayo ka ng store sa bundok. Magbebenta ka ba doon ng mga luxury brand or mga bags or shoes? Siyempre, aalamin mo muna kung ano yung need ng mga tao na nandun. Katulad ng sari-sari store, maliit na grocery store, ganyan. Or bottled water, at mga almusal. Kasi diba, usually sa bundok, meron doon mga nag-hiking na mga turista. So, ayun yung mga pangunahing kakailanganin nila. Second, match those needs to one or more of the firm's products and services. The ideas formed from personal selling can be used in improving and adapting the customer's needs. Therefore, the business products and services will match those needs. Third, on the basis of the match, convince buyer to purchase the product. Matching the customer's preferences will surely make them patronized and satisfied with the business products. Sa una, kung bago sa pandinig yung product mo, probably ma-curious yung mga tao pero di pa sila agad bibili kasi di pa nila kilala yung product. Kailangan mo muna sila ma-convince kung bakit nila kailangan matry yung product mo at kung ano yung mag-benefit nito sa kanila. Pag naman sa mga skincare, kung yun yung binibenta mo, kailangan mo ma-proof sa kanila kung gaano ito ka-effective. Dapat may proof ka rin, much better kung seller ka na, user ka na rin kasi para makikita nila kung gaano ka-effective yung product mo. At may hikayat mo sila na bumili sa'yo kasi nakikita nila na yung epekto sa'yo ng product. Kapag naman sa food, pwede ka magpa-free taste para malaman talaga nila na masarap talaga yung binibenta mo. Then after nun, maaari na silang bumili ulit ng paulit-ulit kasi alam na nilang masarap. Diba usually sa una, family and friends mo lang bibili sa product mo kasi serves as support nila sa business mo. Pero once na napatunayan mo na sa mga tao na okay yung product mo, hindi mo na sila need i-convince, bibili sila ng kusa, tatangkalikin na nila ng kusa yung product mo. Importance of personal selling. Personal selling provides a detailed information or demonstration of the product. This capability is especially desirable for complex or new goods or services. First, the salesperson plays a key role in providing the customer with information about such products to reduce the risk involved in purchase and use. Salespersons are essential. They should be honest and engaging in order to persuade and gain customers. So dito, yung salespersons ang magbibigay ng information about the product. Kumbaga, sila yung magsasabi kung paano ito gamitin at kung ano yung mga do's and don'ts. Next, the salesperson represents the customer's main need to the firm. By providing such important information, salespersons don't only make the customer's trust on its products or services, but the whole business firm and the team behind it. So for example, Brilliant Skincare brand. Ikaw as a retailer or sub-seller ng brand, ikaw yung naka-attend ng mga seminar nila or alam mo yung mga fact about the product compared sa mga buyer mo. Ikaw yung magpapaliwanag sa kanila kung para saan ba yung product, advantage and disadvantages nito. Kailangan mo maging honest about it, hindi yung basta makabenta ka lang kasi ikaw yung nag-present ng whole business firm at team ng Brilliant. Once na nagsinungaling ka at na sila yung balat ng customer mo, Hindi lang ikaw yung masira sa mga tao, kundi yung buong Brilliant brand.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jamie Andy Elenia, and this is my report. A sales process is a structured, step-by-step formula that tells your team exactly what activities they need to do to close a deal. So, this process can serve as guidelines for every business organization to sell the products and services. And we have two basic factors in sales process. The first one is we need to know the objectives of the sales force, and second is what is sales relationship building process. But before that, let's discuss first the Salesforce management all about and what Salesforce does. So Salesforce management, it is the sales management that translate the marketing plan into marketing performance, which is how a salesperson do the personal selling. So Salesforce is actively seeking out and engaging customers prospects, meaning salespeople have to work directly with customers. It's either face-to-face, over the phone, or by chatting online with clients. Like for example, in face-to-face selling, one of their objective is to provide information of the product. Like for example, in whitening product, we can discuss the product content or ingredients to our prospective customers. We can also discuss the age limitation of the product and if breastfeeding moms can use the product. So, in personal selling, we have to give the basic information to our prospective customers and convince them to avail. We can also demonstrate the product or services that we're promoting, and we have to let our prospective customers to try our product, like for example by giving a free taste if our product is food. Another example in giving a free service like free massage to demonstrate the product to our prospective customers, meaning they are the one who will experience the use and effectiveness of the product. In that way, we can easily persuade them about the product effectiveness because they are the one who experience. They feel that the product is very relaxing, easy to use, and perfect for massaging our body. So this is the sales for second objective. The third objective is we must give them the assurance that if the product has problems or has defectives, we can give a warranty for the product. Well, actually, giving a warranty is usually happen after the item purchase, basta bagong bili to. So, to give them assurance, we can offer free service to fix the item or change it to new item based on the warranty given to customers. And we can also give freebies, something that makes our customers happy to meet their satisfaction. Let's move on. For the second factor, we have sales relationship building process. So this is a technique that prioritizes building a connection with customers and potential buyers to close the sales. So we need to establish the trust of our customer by building relationship to them. And in that way, it will help us to know if there's some available item or products that our customers seek, so we can convince them to avail. So we have these following steps or procedure that provide a good outline for what you should be doing to find potential customers, close the sales, and retain your clients for repeat business and referrals as well in the future. The first one is prospecting. So this is the first step in the sales process, which consists of identifying potential customers or prospects. So we have to find possible customers who may be interested in our product or services, and we need to consider if they afford it or not. And you can ask their contact number or Facebook account so you can invite them in a meeting or online meeting based on the schedule agreed. The second one is planning the sales call. So you have to prepare for initial contact with a potential customer and collecting all relevant information regarding your product or service. At this point, you should develop your sales presentation and ready the information that needs to be discussed. Third is presenting. So after the planning the sales call, Of course, we already have our presentation using PowerPoint and short videos about our products or services. So we need to present it to our clients, and we have to be actively demonstrate how the product or service meets the needs of our potential customer. Also, at this point, we should consider on how we present ourselves in front of our customer, the energy and how we speak, and also the content of our presentation, the benefits and promos that we need to show and explain to get the attention of our audience or our potential customers. Like Sir Radok said, last discussion, no matter how good the product or service is, if the presentation or how you deliver the information is not good and not much convincing, you may not be able to convince your potential client. Next, we have responding to objections. So this is where you listen to your prospect's concerns about the product or service. In this stage, we have to actively listen to our client's needs and then act and react accordingly. So we can see in this stage that they are now ready to believe and trust because they are more interested the moment that they ask their concerns. So we need to keep them interested and convince them more by answering their questions and share some experience or some sample situation so they can understand it more. Next, we have obtaining commitment or the closing stage. So in this closing stage, you get the decision from the client to move forward. And to keep them interested, we can offer some extra benefits like discount, freebies, buy one take one, and another strategy for closing is creating urgency by expressing that time is important. Like for example, others might say na limited lang yung spot, kaya dapat habang maaga pa, mag-avail na, or kapag nakasale naman yung product, sasabihin nila, hanggang ngayong araw na lang po yung ganitong presyo, bukas wala na. Tapos ipapakita pa nila yung presyo ng product before, tapos yung presyo ng product ngayon. So, parang pinapakita nila na sa mga customer na i-grab nyo na tong opportunity na to kasi mahal to dati pero ngayon mura na. So, that is their way or strategy to persuade their prospective clients. Number 6, we have building a long-term relationship. So, it keeps you in contact with customers that you have close, and this is not only for potential repeat business but for referrals as well. So of course, if the effect or result of the product or services is good and customers is really satisfied, they can repeat or buy again, or and what's even better, because the feedback is good, so they can refer it to a friend or other kakilala. So in that way, the products or services that we promoting are now spreading. So that's the power of building a relationship with our customers. So their feedback, like pictures and comments in social media, is can serve as proof so that they can show or share it to another prospective clients. Next, we have two kinds of relationship that can lead to a partnership. The first one is functional relationship and the second one is strategic partnership. So let us talk about first the functional relationship. So it is a limited but ongoing relationship where a buyer may purchase out of habit. If the needs of the buyer are being sufficiently met in this relationship, they won't seek out an alternative. But if the seller or vendor begins to have poor service or inflated prices, the buyer will simply choose to buy to another vendor because this relationship is established out of convenience only. So it is not permanent. They have to seek and get the best possible deal for their own profits and benefits. Next is strategic partnership. So according to Google, this type of partnership is referred to a marriage because it exists when both parties commit their time to building and strengthening their relationship. So both parties have to join opportunities and risks. Also, when it comes to financially, they have to contribute and they have to exchange their knowledge to create a strategic plan. So all in all, they will work as one, helping each other to achieve their goals. That's all for my report. Thank you for listening.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Nathaniel Livalle and I am the last reporter for the Group A. And this is my topic, managing the sales and relationship building process. Sales management task. Sales management refers to the administration of the personal sellings a company product lines. It includes the planning, implementation, and control of sales program, as well as recruiting, training, motivating, and evaluating the members of the sales force. So we have three structures for the sales management task. First is the geographic structure. This geographic structure is all about the location where the manager will deploy the salespeople to maximize their sale. So, itong geographic structure is ito naman yung napag-aralan ng mga sales managers na location kung saan tingin nila mas makakabenta ang product line nila. Like for example, the Converge, pumepesto sa bungad ng subdivision or sa mga matataong area like Robinsons para makita sila at mabilis mapansin at makabenta. So second is the product structure. So product structure is a framework in which a business is organized in separate divisions, each focusing on a different product or services and functioning as a individual unit within the company. Like for example, a company has a bakery division and clothing division. Each of those product-based division will have its own sales department, marketing department, manufacturing department, and other function groups. The product structure is best for business that have distinct product groups that require specialized function teams to support each other product. So the third one is the customer structure. Certain industries will organize by customer type. This is done in an effort to ensure specific customer expectations are met by a customized service approach. An example of this would be in a healthcare. A patient seen as an outpatient has very different needs than those patients who spend time in a hospital as inpatients. A customer-centered structure creates customized care for those patients. The advantage of this type of structure is that it specializes in needs of each customer's group but can ignore the needs of different customer types. Next is controlling the sales force. Four key functions. Number 1, forecasting sales is a prediction to future sales revenue. Sales forecasts are usually based in historical data, industry trends, and status of the current sales pipeline. Business use the sales forecast to estimate weekly, monthly, quarterly, and annual sales totals. So here are some of the important use of the sales forecasting. A. Used to establish sales quota. B. Used to plan personal selling efforts as well as other type of promotional activities in the marketing mix. So third is used to budget selling expenses. Fourth is used to plan and coordinate production, logistic, inventories, personnel, and so forth. So number 2, we have established sales territories and quotas. Establish sales territories for the members of your sales force. In this way, they will not be competing with one another and focus entirely on getting their leads and making more and more sales. So next one is the quota. The manager gives the quota to each employees before one financial year. Sales quota gives a goal to salesperson to work on also and help the company to keep the estimation of revenue generation by the end of financial year. So number 3, we have analyzing expenses. Salespeople are usually allocated limited expenses every day so that they can reach customers without many difficulties. However, some salespersons are known to take advantage of facilities. Therefore, expenses submitted by them should be analyzed properly before approving them. So for the number 4, we have motivating and compensating performance. So, napakahalaga ng motivation sa isang employee dahil mas nagiging productive ang employee at mas nakakagawa sila ng mga bagay at mas nai-improve nila ang kanilang mga gawain sa trabaho at mas mai-improve yung kanilang loyalty sa company. And the other one is the compensating performance. So, ito naman yung binibigay na incentive ng mga kumpanya para sa kanilang mga employee. Ito yung mga bonuses, vacation, promotion, or yung mga gift checks, and etc. Isa din tong factor na nakakapag-motivate sa isang employee kasi mas nafe-feel niyang employee yung value nila at masisipagan nila yung pagtatrabaho. So next we have the two basic types of compensation. So first we have salary. So the salary refers to the specific amount of monetary compensation. So yung salary, ito yung sweldo mo na binabayad ng company para sa service na ginagawa mo para sa company nila. Number 2 is the commission. So commission is a monetary compensation providing for each unit of sales and expressed as a percentage of sale. So, ito naman yung mga nakukuha na extra income or bonuses na incentives pag nakakabenta or naaabot yung quota. That's all. Thank you.